Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Alicia from Malinka Yarncraft, and in today's tutorial I will show you how to make this adorable Valentine's Day lei. Leis are typically gifted and worn on special occasions and celebrations. So you can wear this to a Valentine's Day themed party, you can gift this to someone special, or you can use it as decoration and make it longer, making it into a garland. So for this tutorial, we are going to make specifically an adult size lei, which measures approximately 40 inches total in the circumference. So for this project, we're going to need two different color yarns. I will be using medium weight, so 4-weight yarn, and this is 100% cotton yarn, and I just used whatever I had in my stash. We will be using a 5mm hook, and if you're using a different yarn you may need to change the hook size. Just keep in mind that I used a hook that is 0.5 millimeter smaller than the hook recommended on my yarn label. We're also going to need a tapestry needle, scissors, and a measuring tape. If you have a different yarn in your stash, you can go ahead and use that, but you will have to make your own measurements because you may need more or fewer hearts and flowers depending on the size of your yarn, of course. Okay, so let's get started, and I really hope that making this lei brings you joy. We're going to start with a magic ring. If you're already familiar with a magic ring, go ahead and make it whichever way you know it best. If you've never done a magic ring, you can try to follow along with my method, and if it doesn't click, you're welcome to look any other tutorials on how to make a magic ring. This is one of those things that may not click right away, but there are so many different methods of making magic rings, and one of these methods might actually click for you. This is how I make my magic ring. So your yarn end is going to be on the right hand side. You're going to wrap this yarn end around your two fingers, so your index and your middle finger, twice from front to back. So once and twice. Go ahead and secure that tail with your ring finger right there. Now turn your hand so that your palm is facing down. Grab your hook. You're going to go under this first loop, the one that's on the right, and then you're going to go over the one that's on the left, right there. You're going to grab that yarn and pull, simultaneously twisting your hook upwards, right there. Now come back here and grab this working yarn and pull it through that loop on your hook. Now tighten it up a bit. Now you're going to turn so that your tail is on the left hand side right there, and your magic ring is ready. Now you're going to crochet to the left where your tail is. So you're going to crochet in this direction over that tail, and you can see that this is a flexible ring here and you can pull it. And now we're ready to get started on the actual heart pattern. We're going to start with 1/2 double crochet. To work a 1/2 double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the middle of the ring, yarn over and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Next, we're going to work 1 double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Next, we're going to make 3 treble crochets. To make a treble crochet, you have to yarn over twice in the beginning, so once, twice. You're going to insert your hook into the ring, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. There we go. We're going to repeat these 2 more times. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time. Yarn over twice, go. We have 3 treble crochets. Next, we're going to work 3 double crochets. Yarn over once, go into the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then 2 more. Okay, to recap, we did 1/2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 3 treble crochets, 3 double crochets. Now we're coming on to the tip of this heart here. We're going to work 1 treble crochet here, so yarn over twice, work your treble, now we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, then we're going to slip stitch into the back bump of that first chain. So you have these 2 chains here. You can see the back bumps, so we're going to work into the back bump of that first chain and slip stitch. Okay, you can go back a little bit and start over. So we're going to chain 2 and then slip stitch into the back bump of that first chain. Here we go. Now we're going to work another treble crochet. All right. Next, we're going to work 3 double crochets. Next, we're going to work 3 treble crochets. Yarn over twice. One, 2, and 3. Okay, next we're going to work 1 double crochet, and then 1/2 double. Now to finish off the heart, we're going to slip stitch into the ring right there. Now go in the back of the heart and tighten up that magic ring. Go. And you have your heart shape. Okay, and now I just need to fasten off. Go. Now I'm going to tie these 2 yarn ends together. I'm going to double knot them, just to make sure they never come apart. And weave in my ends. There we go. So this is how I do it. I would go down through the middle of the heart here. This one is pretty tight, but that's a good thing because then the tail won't come out. We go one way. Now I'm going to switch directions and go back up. And go. Now I can cut it and do the other side. And once you're done weaving in your ends, we're going to move on to the flowers. For the flowers, we're also going to start with a magic ring, and then we'll have 5 petals. Each petal has the same sequence. So we're going to repeat the same sequence 5 times, and we will have our flower. Right, so we're going to start with a magic ring. To begin our first petal, we're going to chain 2. Then we're going to work a double crochet, so yarn over once, go into the magic ring and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Next, we're going to work 1 treble crochet, yarn over twice, go into the magic ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to chain 1 and work another treble crochet, so yarn over twice. Now we're going to work a double crochet, yarn over once, and chain 2. And slip stitch into the middle of the magic ring, and our first petal is finished. So we're going to repeat this sequence 4 more times. Okay, so we're going to chain 2, work 1 double crochet, one treble crochet, chain 1, 1 treble, one double, and chain 2. Slip stitch into the magic ring. Here we go. Now we have 2 petals. So we're going to repeat the same sequence 3 more times. So go ahead and finish the other 3 petals, and then I'll meet you back here. So here I have 5 petals, and I did finish with a slip stitch into the magic ring. Now we're going to tighten up this ring. So pull really tightly on it. There we go. And now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. In the same way we did with the heart, we're going to double knot these 2 yarn ends together. So here you go. And you can pull hard so you can tighten that ring even more. Here we go. Okay, now we can weave in these ends. And once we're done weaving in the ends, we can flatten out the petals a little bit. And here we go. To string the hearts and the flowers together, we're going to use the same red yarn that we used for our hearts, and we want a 100-inch long strand. So a typical length of a lei is approximately 40 inches, and we want another 10 inches or so for the ease, and we want to double strand it, so that's why we want to have 100 inches. And I went ahead and did that already. So you're going to cut 100 inches and fold it in half, so then you have a 50-inch long double strand. And if you are using the metric system, 100 inches is approximately 250 centimeters, so 2.5 meters. Okay, so go ahead and thread your double strand through the yarn needle right here. And then you want to turn all of your hearts and the flowers with the wrong side up. So we're going to be threading on the back side. Here we go. To string these together, we're going to be working through a couple of loops on the back of the hearts and the flowers. So for the heart, we want to stay above the magic ring, somewhere around here. We're going to have two insertion points, one on the right hand side and one on the left hand side. For the flower, we're going to have one insertion point, and I like to do it at somewhere in the middle of one of the petals, so somewhere around here. All right, so we're going to start with a heart, and on the very first heart, we're not going to do two, we're going to start on the left hand side. So I'm going to insert it through two adjacent loops. Again, it should be above the magic ring, somewhere in the middle of the side of the heart, and pull through. The reason I'm starting on the left hand side here on the first one is because when I come back around, this is also going to be my last heart, so then I will finish it off here on the right side. Okay, so I got my first heart. Now I'm going to do the petal. So I'm going to string through a couple of loops here on the back of one of the petals. Right to left. Here we go. Now I'm going to do a heart again. And you can get creative here, and if you want to have more hearts than flowers, you're welcome to do 2 hearts or 3 hearts and 1 flower. It's really up to you. But I did an equal amount of hearts and flowers, so I'm going to alternate 1 heart, 1 flower. So on the next heart here, I'm going to go on the left hand side here through 2 loops above the magic ring right there. And then on the left side, go, we have 2 insertion points, and pull through. And we're just going to continue stringing all of them together in the same manner until we use them all up. All right, so I'm going to keep going off camera, and then I'll meet you back here once we're done with all of them. Okay, so I'm finished with all 20 hearts and flowers here, and I have approximately 5 inches left, and you should have approximately 5 inches on each end. So here's the entire thing, if I can fit it in the camera. So it keeps going and going and go. So now we have to go back to that first heart. If you remember, we didn't string that right side of the first heart in the beginning, and we're going to do it now. So I'm going to go through a couple loops on the right side and finish it off here. Bring the 2 sides together. Here we go. I am not going to tie this just yet. Next thing we want to do is flip this over to the right side. Here we go. So what you want to do here is go ahead and arrange the hearts and the flowers in a way that looks pleasing to you. So you can have the hearts up in the front and have the flowers in the background like this, or you can alternate. It's really up to you, but go ahead and arrange them evenly at first so you can move them up and down your string of yarn here. And then once you're satisfied with the look, this is when we want to go back here and then really tighten up these 2 and knot them together. So once you're satisfied with the look, you're going to go ahead and double knot this. Okay, 1 and 2. I'm not gonna do that just yet because I still want to make sure that my lei looks the way I want it to look. And so once you're finished with that, you can hide these 2 yarn ends as well here, and your lei will be finished. So I figured I should zoom out a little bit and show you what I meant. So you can move your flowers and your hearts up and down the string until you're satisfied with the evenness. So I decided that I will put all the hearts to the forefront, make them really stick out. But again, if you want to, you can always alternate and have one side of each piece on top of the other. This way, this looks very pretty as well. So it's really up to you. You decide what look you're going for. And once you're satisfied with this, you can go ahead and tighten these two ends together. So double knot them. Here we go. And you can just weave them in and then cut them. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel.